In my opinion, this is the number one thing that I have experienced that will save your trucking business before you even start it. So getting this set up, I believe, is super crucial. If you're anything like me, you've thought, man, I don't want to go bankrupt. I don't want to lose my business, or I don't even want to start this business before knowing for sure and for certain that I'm on a path to success and I'm not gonna fail. Because when a mechanical error happens in trucking, it's usually a significant price that you have to pay to get that fixed. Number one thing that will keep you from not going bankrupt in trucking, in my opinion, is having a super good mechanic. I'm not talking about your run-of-the-mill mechanic or Joe Schmo on Craigslist that does over-the-road repairs or service calls. I'm not talking about that guy. I'm talking about a guy like my mechanic, or like maybe someone you might know. Not the dealership down the road at International or Freightliner. Those guys, they're all by the book and they charge crazy by the hour, and they'll plug your thing in with a little computer, and whatever that little computer tells them is exactly what they're gonna do, and then they're gonna upcharge you on all their parts and labors because they're super proud of their parts and labors. They make a lot of money. I have a super good mechanic, and I've noticed that he's the only reason I'm not out of business yet. He's the only reason that I'm still working and still running and the wheels are still rolling. He is the only reason that I haven't spent $100,000 on this truck. And he also said that he has a couple trucks there, some Kenworths and Peterbilts, that because I had told him that I'm interested in, I'm shopping for a new truck, a second truck, one that can do more heavy haul stuff. And so, he had told me to go walk around his lot, and he's got a bunch of trucks. And just a quick video on like why it's so important to have a really good mechanic. And I hope you guys enjoy. Good morning, YouTube. Man, here I was thinking my truck was fixed, but it's not.
No, please, no.
So I had a load that picked up at 10 a.m. today, and I get to my truck a little bit early, knowing that I have had this kind of like starting issue. It's not like what it used to be, but it won't even crank. So it tells me like it's most likely the starter going bad. And it's been happening kind of intermittently. It'll start and then it won't. And when it doesn't even make a click. It doesn't click over at all. It doesn't turn over. So at least from what I know, that's usually the starter going bad. And so when I get to my truck today, she wouldn't start at all. Nothing, no click, nada, zip, no. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to cancel my load. Probably not gonna be able to work all week. Probably not gonna make any money this week. Just start thinking negatively. So I had to quickly think positively and be like, okay, I can't control all that. What can I do now? So I tried jumping it with my van. I still got my hood up and it didn't work. Thankfully, I had a super cool, nice trucker, over the road guy next to me, and he was leaving for the morning. He was like, hey man, anything I can do for you? I was like, dude, if you have time, it would be great if I could just use your truck to jump my truck, because I don't think this van puts out enough volts. And if it does, it takes a really long time for it to charge my truck up. So if you could, that would be great. And he said, absolutely, anything I can do to help. And the fact that there's still truckers out there willing to help each other is amazing, man. I love that. It's so important that we stick together and try to help each other. I tried his truck, and unfortunately, that didn't work. So I obviously already knew probably it wasn't the battery, because I got no click. It didn't turn over at all. So when his truck didn't work, I said, thank you so much, and he went on his way. We chatted for a while. And now I am trying to charge my truck with my van a little bit more, hoping that, but I had already canceled the load with the broker, unfortunately. So I had to tell them, hey man, I'm so sorry, I can't do this load today. I hate doing that. I hate it. I hate it. No. Because I want to be reliable. You know what I mean? I've been doing this same dedicated run, pretty much, for over a year, I think a year and a half now. So, you know, really after COVID hit, it really kicked in and I started doing it. And it's been a blessing, man. It's been so nice to have, because the spot market freight is trash. And so I don't have to go over the road. I'm home every day and it pays better than over the road stuff. So it's been such a blessing to be able to do that. And so when I'm not reliable for these guys, for this customer, it sucks. But it happens, and they know that, and everybody understands that. But now, what sucks is, am I no longer going to be the go-to guy? Because lately, it's been like quite often that I'm calling them and saying, hey, I'm not going to make it, my truck's not starting. So what I need to do responsibly is stop hoping that it's going to start and try jumping in and, you know, just hoping. Try jumping in and, you know, just hoping. Instead of drinking the hopium bottle, I'm gonna call my mechanic. How about that one? There's always that, Chris. So I called my mechanic and he's gonna be hopefully fixing my starter soon. I don't know, he hasn't responded yet, so maybe he's mad at me. I don't know why. I always pay him and we're friendly, but hopefully he hooks it up. He's super smart and we can get these wheels rolling again, because this sucks.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know.
All right, so right there, I was trying to hit the starter with my hammer, and I wasn't sure if it was on the driver's side. And actually, you guys are gonna laugh at me, but come to find out, after talking to my mechanic, in this engine, usually they're on the driver's side and in that area that I was hitting. But he ended up telling me that no, in your engine, the starter is on the passenger side. So I did that for nothing, but hey, at least I tried. A for effort, right? But even though that I tried to jump it with that semi truck and that didn't work, and then I tried to jump it with my van, as you've seen, and then I also tried to hit it with a hammer, hit the starter with my hammer, and that didn't work because, well, that was in the wrong spot. Anyway, so none of that works. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to go to my mechanic and bring her to the shop. So I'm here at my mechanic. It's basically like just a big barn, and look at all these beautiful trucks. All the local truckers, owner operators, and even big companies use this guy. It's pretty amazing what he does to trucks. Like, he is a wizard magician with fixing trucks. He fixed the extremely difficult mysterious shutoff thing issue that I was having with my truck that no other shops, I took it to so many different shops for a year, nobody fixed it. And this guy, he figured out a way. He bypassed the BCM and the ECM and just did so much good stuff to make my truck work. And for the past year, I've been able to earn good revenue with my truck because of him. So this guy is amazing. And I tell you, in my business, having a good truck mechanic is the most important thing, I feel like, to keep your truck running, to keep your business going. So I'm gonna run in here and give him my keys, and then I'm gonna be on my way. He's supposed to, I think, and he's even gonna take his time to go out to my truck where it won't start and try to get her started, and either bring it here to fix the starter or figure out what's going on, hook up the voltage, the voltmeter, and try to see where the power's not getting to, and we'll go from there. So I'll be back. All right, so we're leaving my mechanic. This guy is top notch. Adios, amigo. So after I left my mechanic's yard, I went home and then got some food, we ate, and then I went back to my yard to pick up my truck, and then I had to drop my trailer off at another place closer to my mechanic, and then bobtail my truck and bring him my truck. And then I'm gonna also check out some of his trucks at his yard and potentially buy one. Getting to my mechanic, he told me to park her in front here, and he's gonna take a look at her and try to bypass the relay switch to the starter if he has to, or we might have to rebuild the starter or put a whole new one in. But he has a T800 Kenworth that he has here that he wants me to go take a look at and see if it's something I'd like, because I'm potentially looking for a truck with more meat and bones to it, and a truck that's just downright better. If I were to buy that Kenworth from him, he would rebuild the engine. As you know, I'd buy the truck and then he'd rebuild the engine. So yeah. Well, I gotta leave my truck running. Hopefully we get her fixed up. Hopefully she's not too much. The Kenworth that I'm gonna look at somewhere back there, so hopefully we can find it. My wife's here, so I'm gonna jump in the car with her. This guy fixes everything. John Deere tractors. There's usually some beautiful Kenworths and Pete's here. A lot of local owner operators. guy's the man at fixing trucks. I don't know how he does it. Look at this beautiful one. Pete. Is that a 387? That's beautiful. So I'm in the back of my mechanic's yard. He buys a bunch of trucks that blow engines. See, this is something I want. I don't think that's the one. It could be. He said it's a T800. That looks like a T800 and it's supposed to have a small sleeper like that. That's something that I'm looking for on my next truck, because there is farm work for me around here that I can haul local sewage to farms locally, and it pays really good. It's like a couple hundred an hour. This might be it here. Maybe not. Yeah, I think this is it. He said it had a funky paint job. Michigan wire. Yep, that's it. I definitely want a different paint job. She's pretty old. I don't know if I'd want that. She doesn't even have a fifth wheel. Nice truck though. I've seen some online too. Prices are getting better, but truck prices are still outrageous. See, I have just a day cab right now, but I should probably get something with at least a small sleeper. Anyway, truck's at the mechanic and hopefully she'll be back on the road in a couple days. All right, so in my opinion, the most important thing in trucking is having a good mechanic. Not just any old mechanic, not the dealership mechanic or like a service call mechanic. One that's a friend, that's a local, you know, that you have a relationship with. One that truly cares about your truck. He cares about you working, he cares about your family, and vice versa. Like, it's a relationship that you build just like with any other business. That mechanic is going to be your livelihood, because without a mechanic in trucking, you're going to spend so much money at the dealerships and the repair shops. So having one like this will save you so much money and stress. And so I think, in my opinion, outside of fuel and insurance, it's the most vital thing in trucking. Whether you're an owner operator or a driver for someone else, like, maintenance is vital. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And would you please do me a favor? Could you go down there and hit that like button and click that subscribe and notification bell so you can be notified with my next videos, and we'll see you in the next one.